Hi, everybody. Just a quick content warning. Due to the martyrdom of this saint, there is a lot of talk about violence against women and sexual assault. Just wanted to give everybody a heads up, just so you know, but please enjoy the show. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Saint Misbehavin', the podcast about saints from people who are not. I am your host. My name is Matthew Shadorn, and I am joined, as always, by my apprentice, Anna Domini. Anna, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm continue to be amazed at your creativity when it comes to avoiding calling me a friend.
Yeah.
It's a talent of yours.
Thank you. I've been working really hard on it.
I'll endorse you for that on LinkedIn.
You know what? I was really sweating what I was going to say this time, and then it just kind of just popped into my head.
That was great.
So I saved myself another 2 weeks of having to try to call you a friend.
Well, I've got one for next week, but it's going to come up in the course of this story.
Oh, okay.
Like today's saint. So I'll see if you can pick it up, and then I'll point you to it.
Tune in 2 weeks to find out.
Just brace yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that sounds good. But you're doing well today, Anna?
I'm good. It's Bank Holiday Monday, so I am better rested than before. I played mini golf yesterday. That was fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it that one Blacklight Nightmare golf course?
No, God, no. The golf course that's actually a club posing as a golf course. No, that's my idea of hell.
Did you ever talk to about that? She worked, our mutual friend.
Yeah. And there was, I'm not sure we can say what you were about to say, which I'm sure is about how all the staff were.
Oh, yeah. She was like, I'll bleep out her name, and then nobody.
We haven't said the name of we don't want to malign a local business.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't told what Nightmare Golf Course this is. But
that's true. There are actually two in Oxford. So
is there?
There's one at the Castle Stadium and one at the Westgate.
Oh, okay. Is that where you went to the one at the Castle?
No, the one that I've been to is the one in the Westgate.
Oh, okay.
And I think I got to play for half price because I got some voucher through work, and it was still too expensive.
Yeah, but apparently the staff is very cooked up, and then
that was what I meant. You couldn't say.
Yeah, and then apparently the clientele aren't much better. She was
really? Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. She was.
God, I feel so naive.
Yeah, and then people just get really drunk and were acting like assholes, and she's like, and then people be like, she'd break up like people having sex or,
Jesus,
finger banging or whatever.
God, I'm never going back there again.
I forget if she said she'd break it up or like you just see it on the security cameras and you'd be like, whatever, that's somebody else's problem.
Oh man, that's horrid.
Yeah.
In fact, no, I went. I've been there twice, I think, and I went with my football team. And as an all ladies football team that's mainly like mums, we were probably the most wholesome party that's ever been there.
Yeah.
But no, this was the outdoor golf course in my local park, and it was £6 each.
Oh,
good value. Outdoors.
That's pretty good.
Good, clean, fun hour of fun.
You moved to a very fancy part of town that has its own mini golf course in the park.
Yeah, there's a real golf course a few minutes up the road as well. That's probably fancier than mini golf. But yeah, it's nice.
Okay, well that sounds like you had a fun weekend. Or have you done anything particularly saintly or had anything really miraculous happen to you recently?
I had something miraculously terrible happen to me on Friday.
I don't think you understand what a miracle is.
It's a miracle of badness.
What is it?
So I talk to my therapist via Skype these days.
Mm-hmm. Because of the restraining order.
She still takes my £60, but
she will not be
in a room with we have sessions on Skype, but her internet was playing up, so we were on WhatsApp call, and the picture was a bit grainy. And it was like the first time I've told her about being a bisexual, because it just like has never really come up, and it was like the longer I'd left, like there was never like a good opportunity to be like, oh, by the way, I also fancy women. So
by the by.
Yeah, but like obviously the longer you leave it, the more it becomes like, well, why didn't you just tell me that? You made it weird now, kind of thing.
Right.
Well, obviously that's not what therapists say to you, but anyway.
Because isn't that the whole point of therapy, to make it weird?
Anything you do, well, that's weird.
Wow. Whoa. I'm gonna conference in some friends. They're gonna want to hear this.
I mean, that's why doing it remotely is actually the perfect medium. No, so we'd spent the whole hour, basically, I was telling her various things around the fact that I didn't realise until later on on in life, etc., etc. And then at the end of the call, as we were saying goodbye, I did a little burp and I instinctively put my hand over my mouth. And she didn't hear the burp and she saw me put my hand over my mouth and clearly thought I was blowing a kiss because she then blew one back at me and then hung up the call. It was like, I went through to the other room. I was like, Danny, the worst thing has ever happened to me. It was...
So, your therapist thought that your relationship with her was such that
I would blow her a kiss.
they would blow
telling
kisses,
her
yeah.
that I fancy women.
Yeah, I don't know. Or it's even just like, I don't even think it's like that you fancy women. It's just like, that's a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
For anybody to be like, this is the nature of our relationship. We blow kisses at each other.
Right? And then
Like-
she blew one back.
And she blew them back.
You see why I thought that was so bad? It was counted as an anti-miracle.
That is really, yeah. I don't know what the word is for that. Just a disaster. I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like
Disaster.
I've been married for 5 years now, and I don't think I'd ever blow my wife a kiss.
Yeah.
Not in any kind of seriousness, or certainly not like as a sign off of,
Yeah, an intense discussion. And
Yeah.
like, because she hung up straight away, I can be like, oh, sorry, no, I was burping. Like, because it was like, there was just not enough time to say. And I didn't want to like send her an email or anything because I thought that would make it worse.
Well, see, I
So-
think that when you log in next week, it's going to be a different therapist, and
Oh,
your therapist's
God.
going to be like, it turns out you've become too attached to this
Yeah.
therapist, and so it's unprofessional. So
Oh, man. And then the whole burp story is going to sound like I'm just grasping at straws.
yeah. See, now that feels like you need to start the next therapy session.
Yeah.
With like, look, I think you
So
thought I was
what's
blowing
been on your mind? Okay, well, this.
this. Yeah, I think that's but she's a therapist. She probably at this point,
Ooh,
I assume
I
she's
hope
had more
so.
than one session with you, so she
Yeah.
knows how awkward you are.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, equally, you know me quite well. I'm also quite needy, so I think it would check out.
I've never got that impression from you. Sorry, didn't mean to... Sorry. Oh, I am laughing so much at your pain. I'm sorry.
It's fine. My research this week has been a bit thin and it's quite a troubling tale.
Okay.
So if this is the funniest bit, then, at least we made each other laugh
Yeah.
for a bit.
So, what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, that was it. I'm going to tell her at the beginning of the next session.
Yeah, you
but
should probably-
I don't know if she'll believe me.
Just trying to...
The
yeah,
thing
you
is,
should
it's
really
like,
just...
it's a weird thing, like the relationship that you have with a therapist, because they are like, you just pay them to listen, and they know like a lot about you, and you know like nothing about them, but yet you still kind of want to, just because they're a person that you're conversing with. So it's
Right.
like, I feel awkward to tell her that I wasn't blowing her a kiss, I was just burping, because she's still like a person, and I don't want
Right.
to hurt her feelings. But I feel like I do need to clear
She'll
it
probably
up.
be like, oh, thank God, we're not blowing kisses. This isn't our thing. And like, good.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, good. Well, I thought I'd share that anyway.
Just don't be like, it's not that I wouldn't blow you a kiss. It's not that you're not attractive. It's just that I just wasn't blowing a kiss. There's nothing to do with me like having any level of affection towards you. It's nothing to
God.
do with you. It's just like an honest gosh
But
mistake.
then she blew one back. That's the thing. That's why I'm like, oh, it's gonna be awkward.
Well, she's your therapist. She's supposed to support you, right? So as your therapist, if you blew her a kiss and she was like, what the fuck was that? Like, I feel like that's bad therapying. So
Yeah.
she's just kind of like meeting you on your level.
Yeah.
So
Speaking
she's trying to
my
be supportive.
language.
Yeah.
Oh god. So yeah, that was my anti-miracle of the week. I also lost very badly at mini golf after trash talking Danny a lot. So
Why did you think you were good at mini golf?
occasionally I get very lucky and do beat him.
Oh,
And so this time I just said I let him win, but it's a lie.
I would have thought like Danny's much posher than you, right? Or he comes from a much posher family. So why wouldn't you think he'd be better at golf than you?
It's not golf, it's mini golf. That's it. Like, it's not about being posh, but he is also much better at sport, which I
I
think is
see.
the crucial thing.
Doesn't he play hockey? So he's probably
Yeah.
good at aiming things with a stick.
Yes, although that would be better in actual golf because, with hockey you tend to hit it quite hard, whereas with mini golf you need to be very gentle, as I discovered yesterday.
You discover that Danny is a very gentle man.
Oh no, I've known that for a long time.
He's got a gentle touch, that Danny.
You said it, not me.
Yeah.
Maybe edit that out.
Yeah. No. So
that's so mean because he doesn't listen really, but his friends do. So you're Danny, who's a very nice person, you're just setting him up to get bullied.
If Danny's friends listen to this, please spread it to all of Danny's friends. Tell them to subscribe and rate and review.
Maybe this is how we're gonna build our follower base, is just promising Danny's friends hot goss.
Yeah, but next time you see Danny, just put your hand on his shoulder and be like, "Hey, I've heard you got a real gentle."
Oh dear.
Great. Okay, so wasting enough time on this. So Anna.
Yes.
Today is May 9th.
It is.
Who is this week's saint?
So today's saint is actually tomorrow's saint, May the 10th.
Saint Misbehaving Podcast, bringing you tomorrow's saints today.
That's very good. So, yes, today's saint for May the 10th is Saint Solange.
Oh, wait, isn't that Beyonce's sister?
Yes.
No.
But Beyonce's sister, as far as I know, isn't a saint. I did check out her Wikipedia to see if she was named after this saint, and I couldn't find confirmation either way. But I did learn a fun fact, which was that Beyonce is named after her mother's maiden name. But her mother's maiden name was actually Beyoncé, which is just a really... Would Beyonce ever have become as famous
if her name was
she was
Beyonce?
Called Beyonce?
It's a good question. I feel like that's a whole alternate
it's a big
reality.
Philosophical thing. Yeah. Anyway, so that was
Beyonce works as a clerk at a grocery store.
Yeah.
Beyonce
is the queen of culture.
Yeah. Wait, didn't Solange once beat up Jay-Z in an elevator, or vice versa?
Yeah. I spent a while on her Wikipedia, but couldn't find any connection to today's saint.
Oh well.
I mean, they were both women, I guess, and Solange and Beyonce and the Knowleses are of French descent, so there's a connection there, because this Solange is French.
Is Beyonce of French descent? I didn't know that.
Yeah, like distantly.
Okay.
Like probably due to French colonization of places, I imagine.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, but I read on when I was doing my thorough research, I read on Wikipedia about the Knowleses, and it mentioned them being of French descent and other descents, obviously. Oh, not obvious. I don't know. You're making me dig a hole here. I was
gonna say there's lots of Black French people. I imagine, and most of them, are probably descendants of people who come from places that are colonized by the French government, by the country of France at one point. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the fact. But famous French African American. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Famous French Black person, Alexander Dumas. A lot of people know that. The mixed race guy.
Wait, is he the guy that wrote The Three Musketeers? No.
Yes, and The Count of Monte Cristo.
Yes, I did know he was Black. I did not know he was American.
He's not American. He's French.
Yeah, I thought you said French African American.
Because sometimes I say this is a thing that I do sometimes when I refer to people of color in Britain, is I will still refer to them as African American, and I'm like, wait, that's not right. But there's no equivalent phrase in Britain.
No, because we don't see color here.
Yeah,
and there's no institutional racism in Britain, according to the inquiry that was set up by the government to see if the government was racist. So therefore, that's true.
Turns out Tories found out there was no institutional racism. Who knew that was going to happen?
And when Boris Johnson looks into the report on whether Boris Johnson is corrupt, I'm fairly sure we're going to find that Boris Johnson isn't corrupt. So it's all good. Yeah. No racism, no corruption, everything's fine here.
Yeah, why would you even ask? Just go about your business, folks. Nothing to see here.
Oh, God.
Anyways,
world. Anyway,
so
we got to her name.
So Saint Solange. Yeah,
she died on this day, 10th of May, approximately 880.
Okay.
The year, not her age.
Okay.
So, it was approximately towards the end of the 9th century.
Okay.
That's all we really know about her dates.
Oh, we don't know when she was born?
No, it's all approximate. There's not much of a story here, but it was sufficiently interesting, I thought. So it might be a short and sweet episode. Well, short. It won't be sweet. It's a pretty horrible tale.
That's all right. If we are running short on time, then we'll just dive into the life of Solange Knowles.
Yes.
So
that's why I did that backup research. No, but I mean, I thought, given last week's was like an hour and a half, if this week's was like 45 minutes, then, there's balance in the universe.
Yeah, we don't want to take up too much of people's time.
Yes.
with useless asides.
Yes, exactly. We just want the pure facts, or in this case, speculation. So Solange was born around Bourges in France.
Wait, I'm sorry, what was that one again?
Bourges.
Bourges?
Yeah, Bourges. Bourges.
Bourges. It really feels like you're not saying it right. I do not know how to say it. I feel like you're not saying it right, though.
Okay, well, I mean, probably not, but I try.
Where is Bourges?
In France. I think it's in the Loire region.
Okay.
Although being in the 800s, I think it was called something. In fact, I think it was known as Berry, like a district or something like that.
Wait, it was known as Berry?
So there was a region that was known as Berry, like Berry. Again, I doubt it was probably pronounced Berry. There we go.
Berry.
Yeah.
Is that where berets come from? Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind.
Possibly. Anyway, this is good. Good prevaricating here. We're going to make this very short tale last longer if you carry on. So Solange was born around Bourges at a place called Villemont, which is a village. I guess Villemont, spelled Villemont.
Wait, so Bourges is the name of...
So Bourges was actually a city, I think.
Okay.
And Villemont was, I think, in one translation I read, 2 leagues from another village called Saint-Martin-du-Croix.
Okay, so she wasn't born in Bourges.
She was born around Bourges.
Around Bourges. Yeah. Okay. This is like people who are like, they say they're from Phoenix, but really they live in Tempe.
Right,
because
yeah.
Nobody knows where Tempe is, but they just say Phoenix.
Okay, yes. Or like, so Danny is from the Wirral, and when he's like...
He's from the world?
The Wirral.
No.
It's a place.
I'm sorry, are you pronouncing anything right today? What is happening?
Yes, the Wirral. And people from the Wirral are called Wirralians, which is fun. But like people don't really know about the Wirral, so he just says he's from near Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
So it's just, I was making a relevant point, but
I see what you're saying. So okay, yeah, because people have heard of Liverpool and they're yeah.
So it was a similar thing. She's like, oh yeah, near Bourges.
Okay.
Bourges, as I say. Anyway, so yeah, that's where she was born. 2 leagues from another village called Saint-Martin-du-Croix. Okay. Her father was a poor wine grower who led a very devout Christian life.
In that he grew poor wine, or that he was not very good at selling wine?
I guess he maybe sold good wine, but just wasn't very good at marketing it.
I see.
I guess wine in France, it's, probably less of a valued commodity. It's like everyone's doing it.
I suppose so. Feels like you could never, you'd never want for customers, right? Unless it was really poor wine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so maybe he's poor
if
in
it's really
multiple
poor wine, he could just sell it to his fellow poor people. Very cheap, but like lots of volume.
But lots of them are going blind from the terrible wine that he's making.
Yeah, it's all part of the hagiography. No, well, so in other accounts it says he was a vine dresser. So I guess it's like
a vine dresser.
So basically he grew grapes. I don't think he made them into wine.
Oh,
because he was like a peasant farmer, so he didn't own the farm. He just worked on it.
I see. Okay.
But he led a very devout Christian life, and God rewarded his piety by blessing his marriage, not making him successful at growing grapes and giving him money.
That seems like that would have been a pretty big blessing on a marriage.
Yeah, no,
a little extra money.
Just blessing his marriage with a daughter named Solange.
Oh.
So this is a direct quote from one of the websites that I found some information on. In this admirable child, the beauty of the body and that of the soul were enhanced reciprocally, so that she was the delight of God and of men. Which is a totally normal thing to say about a child.
Yeah, that is like this kid. Not only was she pious, she was pretty hot.
Yeah, basically. So that's fun. Yeah, she was
nothing more to see here, folks. Just move on.
Oh my god, this whole thing is totally normal. This story. So more in this vein, really. Educated by her parents in the law of the Lord, she gave from the first years of her existence.
None of the specifics, just the general lore.
Oh no, law is in the rules, I guess. Right. Not.
Are you saying law or saying lore?
Law.
Oh, I see.
Accent. Although the law and the law are probably tied up in one another, aren't they? That's
you do hear. You can hear when you say law and lore how they sound exactly the same, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good.
They just sound the same.
In your accent they do.
Yeah.
Like, to me, they're 2 different words, but for you, they're just the same word.
Yeah, there's just different accents. Don't posh shame me.
I'm not posh shaming you. I'm just saying that you're...
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, yes, sorry, law, L-A-W.
Right.
I feel like I'm doing a lot of spelling and it sounds like I'm just procrastinating from saying facts, but it's been necessary every time.
It really has. I don't know what's going on.
You need to pay for me to get some elocution lessons, clearly.
Nope. Guys, so please contribute to our Patreon so we can get Anna some speaking lessons.
Yeah, then we could have more facts in the podcast and less spelling.
Yes.
And everybody wins.
And also there wouldn't be these long sections where we're correcting each other about things because we understand the first time. time.
Yeah, in fact, if we make enough money on the Patreon, we could send me to a finishing school in France, and then I could get French elocution lessons.
Oh,
and
awful.
I'd pronounce all the French names correctly. Because this is not our first French lady saint, is it?
No, our first saint was the French lady saint.
Genevieve. Okay, so educated by her parents in the law. Does that sound better?
Yes.
Law of the Lord. I could make the W follow on. She gave from the first years of her existence the marks of rare piety. And at the age of 7, very normal activity for a 7-year-old to do, consecrated her virginity to the Lord, the bridegroom of virgins. So that's nice.
Yeah.
You know, when you're 7 and you decide that you never want to have sex because you only want to have Jesus as a husband? You know, all 7-year-old girls go through that.
Yeah. I remember being 7 and being really into Transformers, but I feel like I didn't make a lifelong commitment to Transformers at that point.
Well, that's because you didn't have a sacred flower to protect.
I see. That's true.
So, yeah, she was a hot child who decided to marry Jesus.
Right.
Uh-huh. So
Checks out.
Yeah, Jesus probably thought she was hot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody did. I mean, that was the thing.
Yeah, that was because she was the delight of God and men.
Of men, yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, she's a visual delight, but like now that she's taken herself off the market, as it were.
Forbidden fruit's always the sweetest. That's what I've heard.
I suppose so.
Ugh. It's all just kind of icky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit.
That's why I said it would be short but not sweet. Anyway, God showered her with such favours that according to an ancient and venerable tradition, she healed the sick and cast out demons by her very presence.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Maybe the demons saw her and were like, hey, she's pretty.
Oh,
and came out of people so that they could chase her. I don't know.
Yeah. No, they're like, we can't be evil around a girl this beautiful. I love that she doesn't have to lay hands on people because it's like that's probably the worst part of healing people is putting your hands on their dirty, sick bodies. But, you know, that she can just kind of walk into a room and be like, you know, all the demons and all the sickness just flies out. I mean, it really just seems like if they were smart, they would just put her in the lobby of the hospital. And then when people came in, they just go in the revolving door and then back out again.
Oh, yeah, but, you know, Big Pharma got involved and they wanted to keep making money, right? So
that's how it always is.
Anyway, she worked on her father's meadow, keeping sheep. So maybe he's diversified from grapes at this point.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's like that's why his grapes are so shitty because he's spending all this time focused on sheep.
Maybe he's feeding them to the sheep and making like sheep wine.
Is that a thing?
No, but it could be.
I don't know. Yeah, very woolly wine.
There are notes of shit and lamb.
Is there mint jelly in this wine? Yeah. I feel like he should just focus on the winemaking.
Well, I mean, maybe he just decided he wasn't so good at it. So, yeah, turned his hand to sheep.
So the wine business, you think, went out of business?
Yeah,
so
maybe.
He's like, okay, let's get into sheep. Sheep, it's the wave of the future.
Yeah, he was like this wheeler dealer trying to get rich quick.
Yeah.
And, you know, he wanted to, I mean, yeah, maybe he tried like pimping out Solange to sick people and then, you know, found out that if she was just near them, it would cure people. So that wasn't a moneymaker either.
Do you think people were like sneaking up behind her and just getting healed? Like, and then the dad was like, hey, that costs $10.
Yeah.
I need some francs out of you, buddy.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, you know, he was told that, well, it is said that his daughter was a blessing, right?
Right.
So, you know, if we're going down what we were talking about last week about prosperity gospel kind of thing, then the blessing should be, you know, if she's a blessing, she should be making him $1.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, that makes total sense. Like, yeah, it's like, hey, you know what's also a blessing is just having money and being able to live.
Dear God.
Like, I mean, I get like, if
thanks
you
for the pretty daughter, but it doesn't really help me.
Yeah. I mean, it helps for him to have money too. Like, it helps everybody if the family has money. I'm not saying they need to be billionaires. I'm just saying that, you know, like if they didn't have to be dirt farmers, like,
yeah.
that
But
would
hey,
be great.
maybe Jesus actually didn't like rich people.
I mean, I guess he didn't.
It's wild, but you know.
But I mean, did he just like hate people to just have money to get by? Like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like they were getting by.
I think okay.
You know,
well, as long as they were getting by. I thought you said he was poor.
Really pretty if, you know, they were sort of blighted.
I'm just saying that the like church doctrine should really clarify a level between poverty and being super rich, where people can just have some money, where they can live a comfortable lifestyle. You know,
yeah.
It's just like that's just what I'm saying. I'm saying like, you know, could it be that part of the blessing is that they have kind of a middle class lifestyle because she's been healing people?
Oh yeah,
for a
but
small
Matthew,
fee?
do you not remember in the gospel when Jesus says, "Look, if we start handing out benefits, people will become reliant on them."
That's what I'm saying. That's why you got to charge.
Oh, I see. So the God should have been supporting her dad's entrepreneurial endeavors.
Or something.
Because he was pulling himself up by the bootstraps.
See, that's,
rather than becoming reliant on welfare.
No, what I'm saying is that they should be charging for her to be healing people. Because she's the one with the unique skill set. So then she should be like, they should just charge.
Yeah, but clearly, you know, being very pious, maybe she believed in free universal healthcare.
I mean, I get that. And I feel like it should be a sliding scale. But anyways, whatever.
So, yeah, where were we?
Maybe I'm thinking about this as too much of an American where it's just like, you got to pay for healthcare.
Yeah, I think you are. Oh.
So the way we got started here is Solange is a shepherdess now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in fact, on one website, they list her profession as young virgin shepherdess, which I'm like, is that really how she would have put it on her CV?
Yeah, I think she's like, I'm a shepherdess. Oh, you're a young virgin shepherdess? What? I mean,
I guess so. I did, pledge my sacred flower to Jesus, but
yeah,
I wouldn't say it's pertinent to how I keep the sheep.
Yeah, that's really, it's not. Why is that important to
Why
my
are you asking
tax?
about this in my job interview?
Yeah.
Well, we have a very strict maternity leave policy, you see.
Yeah.
So we've got to be sure.
Also ageist, really.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. And anybody will tell you this. All the good shepherding jobs go to the young shepherdess, and the older lady shepherdesses, they just can't get the gigs,
Also,
it's a
though,
shame.
I feel like, given that she was 7 when she consecrated her virginity, it's like, is the virgin in young virgin shepherdess, is that really necessary when she's, like, how many young shepherdesses aren't virgins?
Right.
That's questionable, isn't it?
I think we all know how those shepherdesses get around generally.
Oh,
so
gosh.
maybe it is.
Oh, gosh.
I don't want to cast aspersions on all shepherdesses. I'm sure some of them are very, chaste young ladies, but my general experience with shepherdesses.
How many shepherdesses have you fucked?
My general experience, like, with shepherdesses is that they get around.
Okay.
All right? I'm just going to say that.
Are you just bitter? Did a shepherdess break your heart?
You know what? I don't really want to get into it.
Fair enough. I'll stop this line.
But let's just say I was led astray.
Oh, that was good.
Thank you. But yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's a thing, like, just like we all know shepherdesses.
So that's why being a young virgin shepherdess on your CV, it's basically like the equivalent of having got a prestigious scholarship, I think.
Yeah. Hey, you ever see that Mitchell and Webb sketch where
you've heard you like comedy, guys? We got some suggestions for some comedy that's better than us. Carry on, Matt.
Sorry, I think it's very good. Anyways, but where they like Sir Walter Raleigh, and he's going to America, or he lands in America, and he's like, we should name this after our queen, and then like his first mate's like, we should name it Elizabeth, and he's like, no, Virginia.
Yeah.
It's like, why would we do that?
Yeah, people, I'm gonna say mainly men are quite obsessed with, or in olden times are quite obsessed with the sex lives of young women.
I would say that this is a thing that persists to this day.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
That people are still obsessed with the sex life of their. I forget who it was. It was an actor. This was a musician who was saying like he has his daughter's hymen regularly checked.
Oh, fuck, yeah, I heard about that. I can't remember who it was, but it was so gross. Was it T.I.?
And it was like, was it T.I.? That sounds about right. I thought it was like somebody in the Fast and Furious.
No, I think it was T.I. I'm just gonna Google T.I. gross and see what comes up. I don't. If it wasn't him,
it should have been. That's what I think.
No. If it wasn't him, then I'm sorry, T.I. Please don't come after us. But
yeah.
But that is really disgusting.
It is.
Okay, so if you Google T.I. daughter, the like the 8th suggestion is gynecology, and the 9th is hymen. So yeah, I think it was probably him.
Oh yeah. So if you just type in T.I. rapper in Google, the 5th thing is T.I. rapper daughter.
Right.
And yeah.
But if you do, because I did T.I. daughter. And then the 6th thing was gynecology, and the 7th was
it says
hymen.
T.I.'s daughter.
But I mean, this is not a reliable system of determining whether someone did a crime. But at the same time, I think having just done that Google, that's probably sufficient.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So he made headlines after he said that he accompanied his 18-year-old daughter to check if her hymen was intact to confirm she was still a virgin. That's so fucking disgusting. But
it's so
B,
gross.
it's like you can break your hymen doing anything anything.
Yeah, you can. That's the thing is like that. It's for anybody who's like, yes, when my daughter reaches sexual maturity, I will be making sure to check her. It's like it can just break for no reason. It's not. It's a meaningless thing. You can break it stretching. It's not.
But
anyway.
were you stretching in a sinful way?
Yeah, but then also, fuck you. It's her body. It's like you're also a fucking creep. If this ever occurred to you, even once,
then you shouldn't be a dad.
Yeah, it's like your priorities are so fucking get reassessed. All your priorities. This is so fucked up.
So gross.
Anyway.
And the thing is, it's like, again, I don't want to cast unsubstantiated aspersions, but like, a lot of men who think like this also then date people who are like not much older than their daughters. So it's this really gross like hypocrisy type thing where it's like women are sexual objects, including my daughter, and therefore to, try and convince myself that I don't want to, fuck my daughter, I've got to do this other crazy shit. I don't know.
Well, it seems like if you're this obsessed with your daughter's body, it seems like you kind of do.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. It's like, thinking, well, if I insist hard enough, then they won't suspect me,
Yeah.
It's like that thing with Freud when he came up with the Oedipus complex after getting a boner from seeing his mum naked. It's like, I'll hide in very plain sight. And,
right. It's like, no, this happens to everybody. Yeah. Everybody has this. Yeah. This is totally common. Nothing weird going on here.
I'm a psychologist, I know. I invented psychoanalysis. So therefore, I'm not a weirdo. Trust me. If you think I'm a weirdo, that's because you're lying to yourself.
Yeah, it's like you just don't want to face the truth. I'm telling you, I'm out here being honest. I don't know what you're doing.
Anyway, so, yes. I mean, we're going to need some trigger warnings on the beginning of this anyway, so may as well add to the list. Cool. So she kept her father's sheep in a nearby meadow, and she would spend her time praying to her divine master, i.e. her divine husband, Jesus.
Jesus, right.
And conversing familiarly with him. So you could say she's a very holy, beautiful virgin, or you could say she's just a girl with an imaginary friend.
Right. She's a devout prophet of the Lord, or she's a mentally unstable person standing in the middle of a field surrounded by livestock.
Or just, a 7-year-old.
Or a 7-year-old. Good point.
So, it's quite kind of normal to have imaginary friends when you're 7, right?
That's true.
Not when you're, how old am I? 28, but there we go. It is what it is.
It is.
You've met Danny, okay? He is real.
He's real, yeah. And he has a real gentle side.
Oh, God.
And so she's out in the field.
Talking to Jesus,
having real, regular conversations with Jesus, and being very familiar with him.
Yeah.
Hey, so it's like
Jesus,
they know each, they're good, they're close.
Maybe Jesus was like, I wouldn't say we're friends. I think of you more as an apprentice.
Ooh, do you think Jesus was like, hey, you're getting a little bit too familiar here, kid? Okay, remember who's the Son of God?
Stop blowing kisses at me.
Stop blowing kisses. This is getting I'm gonna have to. Next time you talk to me, it's gonna be a different savior. I feel like this relationship's got too close.
Can you imagine? It's like, Muhammad, can you go this time?
Yeah.
And she became a Muslim saint, prophetess. I don't know if they have saints.
I don't know. I don't want to speculate.
That'll be another series. No, that's not. So, if we are to believe the lessons of the office which the church consecrated to her, which of course we are, because we're very pious at this podcast.
Right. We take it all as gospel, so to speak.
Exactly. Although it is mainly from the internet, so even less reliable. Well, questionable. Anyway, there appeared day and night above her head a star, which guided her in her endeavours, and which served as her rule. So
is it the North Star? Because that's not just her, that's...
Well, in everything she had to do, this star served her especially as a guide and a warning when the time she had set aside for prayer or chanting was approaching. So it was like an alarm clock.
Oh, what an annoying star.
Well, so from this Christian website, as if this light, which once invited the Holy Three Kings to go and recognise and adore Jesus Christ, had been reproduced to favour this holy bride of the same Saviour.
Oh, so this is the Christmas star.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and it's
because she was married to Jesus.
Right.
And it would indicate to her precious moments at which the divine bridegroom would ask for her adorations.
Okay, so...
So it was like Jesus' booty call star? I don't know.
Well, I wasn't saying that, but I'm just like, it's nice that the Christmas star, very big, early on.
It's a big star in star lore. L-O-R-E this time.
Yeah, very good. But now, it's like you hear about it in the tale of the Nativity, but then you don't, then it's been going on for 800 years. Now it's finally getting some more work.
Yeah.
Which is
here
good.
at Saint Misbehavin'. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like, it's like Jesus was like, hey, we have this crazy star. Should we use it for some stuff? I'm just going to use it to signal people.
Yeah.
Well, just this one person.
One very beautiful child.
Guys, I don't say this a lot because I am the savior of man, but that kid's hot, right?
Oh. And again, like, if you think about, you know, in America where they have like weird, is it like chastity ring ceremonies where daughters make promises to their dads and stuff?
Yeah.
It's all there.
Is that just an American thing?
I hope so, but I doubt it.
That's a shame.
It's not big in the UK because we're generally less crazy like that. But then I don't, like, with every day that passes, we get more like America, or like, you know, the government seems to want to imitate Trump more and more, you know.
Right.
So who knows where it'll end. Lovely.
I left that country for a reason, please.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways.
Sorry, but I mean, you've seen Boris Johnson. He is, like, you know,
A living nightmare.
yeah, cut from the same cloth, though, I'd say, as
Yeah,
Trump.
yeah.
Which
Okay.
probably means there are insane people out there who think that he's also the second coming.
God, I hope not. I feel like that the people of Britain are a little bit less.
This is what I'm saying. This is
Yeah.
why we don't tend to have these weird, creepy father-daughter ceremonies and stuff. But you know, it's like saying we're not institutionally racist. It's just like, just because our police don't have guns, that doesn't mean it's not a problem.
Let's all be honest here that if the British police had guns,
We'd be as bad as America.
yeah.
Yeah. Although I don't know how that would translate to religious fervor, but
The thing, it's just there's a certain level of madness in America that's hard to, you know, and to some extent, America is the descendants of people who just could not function in Europe. Like,
Yeah.
they just couldn't. Like, people in Europe were like, you need to go. And like, I don't care where, but you need to be there now.
yeah, and they created a monster.
Yeah. Also, Australia's the same way. So.
Yes. Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
just Europe's craziest rejects went and made their own countries, and look what you've done.
Yeah. So yeah, the Christmas Star episode 2 makes a reappearance
Right.
for Solange.
And it tells her when she needs to pray.
Yeah, basically.
And also, it's like her bat signal when Jesus needs her to do something.
Yeah, although interestingly, it did not warn her sufficiently about any bad shit that's about to happen.
Oh, I feel like this is going to be bad.
It's pretty bad. Anyway,
Oh.
before we get to that, I feel I should comment. She would spend her time in the pastures in prayer, and she had a caring and gentle touch with animals. Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
And several miracles of healing were attributed to her. I mentioned
Healing
that
of
already.
animals?
I don't know. I think she was. I mean, maybe, you know, part of looking after sheep, I guess, is like, you
Yeah.
know, dealing with their injuries and stuff. So basically, you know, she wasn't just a hot child.
Right.
She was also nice.
Yeah, that's good. It's nice that she wasn't just like getting by on her looks. She also had, you know, she was also being kind to people, had a good personality.
Yeah, because, you know, a lot of the time when you're, you know, told you're hot from the age of 7 by grown adults, you know, that can mess you up.
It does seem like that would be warping at best. But I was going to say, I hope that she was healing sheep, because I feel like there's not enough saints who have healing miracles for animals.
That's
I feel
true.
like that's what I would like. Except for that one saint who saved a deer from swallowing a pepper pot.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. What was her
Yeah.
name again? Was that Jean-Marie?
Jean-Marie, another
Yeah.
French lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we've done so many French ones. I
Yeah.
nearly chose a Venezuelan saint today.
Oh,
but,
you should have done that.
well, her story was less interesting. Maybe next
Oh.
year.
All right. Check in next year, guys.
Yeah. Also, she's a blessed, not a saint, but she might get. Oh, that was the thing. I was like, so when I was reading about this other lady, it was like she's a blessed, but the church is currently investigating a second miracle, which might make her become the first Venezuelan saint. So I thought,
Ooh.
if I leave it a year, then maybe she'd be a saint next
Yeah.
time. Who knows?
We'll save that for our live show in Venezuela.
Yes. Oh my God, that'd be so good. She'd do a world tour. Once the Patreon's covered my elocution lessons, the next thing we can
World
raise
tour.
money for is the world tour. So yeah, she was nice.
She was nice.
So yeah, she's
she was
a
nice.
poor young virgin shepherdess, close with Jesus, close with animals, has a gentle touch, just like Danny.
Mm-hmm.
One day, one of the sons of the Count of Bourges, who
Mm-hmm.
was probably her dad's landlord,
Right. Certainly, yes.
sometimes called, so the son, sometimes known as Bernard,
Okay.
met the young shepherdess Solange and was seduced by her great beauty.
Oh, that's nice.
Or in
Is
other
this,
accounts,
is this a Cinderella situation?
oh, it's pure rom-com stuff.
Oh
In
my
other
gosh.
accounts, he heard about her reputation as both beautiful and pious, and on the pretext of going on a hunting trip, rode over to her village. Not creepy
People are
at
going,
all.
"Hey, I'm going to go hunting." It's like, okay, well, do you want your gun? Or no,
No,
I'm just going to
Yeah.
gonna go hunting with my bare hands today. What are you going to hunt? A bear. That's why they're called bare hands.
Oh, very nice. So, yeah, as I said, pure romantic gesture, fairy tale level stuff, this,
Right.
Just,
So he heard
just
about
a
this.
powerful older guy falling in love with a beautiful, poor young child. No bad power dynamics there.
Mm-mm.
Yeah?
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's a beautiful love story. I'm sorry, I was just wiping away a tear from my eye. That's why I was quiet for a
So
second.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So, by advances and promises first, then by threats.
No. So advances and promises.
And then threats. This is the classic man approaches women on the internet, right? It's like, hey, you're hot, and then, you just ignore their message, and then they're like, fuck you, you fat bitch. It's like,
Yeah.
that happens like hundreds and hundreds of times. Not to me personally, but,
yeah.
it happens.
Yeah.
This is the early version of that.
Yeah. It makes you think, yeah, it's like, so this isn't new to Twitter or to Facebook or whatever. It is just something that is very much easier to do on like to cast a wide net.
You don't have to invent any hunting trips anymore.
Right. You don't have to like tell your valet to inform your groom that you want your horse saddled so that you can go and ride across the country to a lady in a field.
Young woman.
The young woman in a field and yell insults at her.
Yeah.
You can just do that with your phone. And that's
Twitter should use that in their marketing. We save you the cost of a valet and a groom and a horse.
Yeah. And you know what the upkeep on a horse is?
It's a lot. And Twitter's free.
Yeah. Twitter's free.
So
Twitter, it's free to harass women.
there we go.
So, okay. So
I hope we get sponsored by Twitter now. We're doing them lots of favors.
this royal incel has decided to accost this lady who, for the record, is literally just standing in a field, minding her own
Doing
sheep.
her job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, by advances and promises first, then by threats, he tried to get her to consent to become his wife.
Uh-huh.
In other accounts,
I love this. I want to enter into a loving contract with you, or I'll fucking kill you.
Wow, it's interesting you should say that.
Which is exactly how I proposed to my wife.
Oh, God. But also, if you don't marry me, I'm going to kick your dad off his land. Because there's that in it as well, remember?
Right,
He's the landlord's son. That's not in the account, but that's the, the
Boy, this guy is
dynamic
a
at
prince
play.
in name and a prince in nature. He is just...
Yeah, more Prince Andrew than Prince Harry at this point.
Ain't that the truth?
But true to her wish to be married to Jesus, she rejected his advances. For had she not decided to love only Christ? That's a rhetorical question in the account that I found.
Promise? Yeah, she promised. She's like, sorry, Bella, I'm taken.
It's the classic when you're approached by a creepy dude, you make up a boyfriend.
I have a boyfriend. What's his name?
Jesus?
Jesus?
Oh, God.
You wouldn't know him. He lives in heaven.
He sent me a star. Oh, he's flashing it now. Oh, wait, he didn't. He didn't flash the star. Why didn't Jesus warn her?
This seems like the kind of thing that he, like, if they're conversing, Jesus should be like,
right?
I don't know.
Really doesn't put Jesus in a good light here.
It does question what his priorities are.
Yeah, very much so. So, yeah, Solange rejects Bernard. And then the young man, in a burst of fury, took her by force.
Oh, no.
Put her on his mount and dragged her along with him in a mad race. So, I think took her by force means grabbed her onto the horse.
Right,
but
okay.
It could mean other things.
It when you first said it,
Yeah.
it sounded like other things, and then when you're like, put her on his horse, it's like, okay, so he's just kidnapping her.
Yeah.
It's nice that he's just kidnapping her.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah. Hooray for that. Hooray for
yeah.
kidnapping as an option. Hey guys, can I just talk to the gentleman out there in the audience? Kidnapping's always an option. You don't always have to go straight to assault.
Yeah, I mean, I read it like that as well, but then when I read put her on his mount, it was like, oh, okay. So
Right.
he just grabbed her. But, I mean, it's, either way, not good. Just make that clear. We are against, at Saint Misbehaving, we're against rape and abduction.
An abduction, yes. I mean, I'm saying don't do either, but if you have to choose,
Just a bit of benign abduction is probably
there's a
better.
bit of abduction.
The thing is, there's no such thing, really, is there? Someone
no,
abducts you,
it's not.
they're taking you to a basement.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've seen some rom-coms that involve quite a bit of abduction.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But,
It's surprising.
there's cheesy music over it, so it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think that, I imagine, you don't hear about all these abductions, but I imagine the vast majority of abductions, after about 30 minutes of having the person in the trunk of your car, you kind of like have a moment of clarity and you're like, what am I doing? And you just let them out. And everybody's just like, no harm, no foul, goes on with their lives.
Maybe. I mean, we do. I feel like I feel like even if that's the case, like, they're like, okay, I know I don't want to cross that line.
Yeah.
Like, there's still a lot of trauma there, you know?
Fair. I mean, I'm not saying that that's not traumatic for the person in the trunk.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that everybody goes home that night. And and that's probably the best outcome you can hope for.
Oh, God, yeah. No, I think advocating abduction as opposed to other crimes is a tricky one.
Yeah.
I think you've done an admirable job, but I think maybe we should stop it.
Okay, for this, I'm okay. Just for the record, just to set the record clear, don't kidnap anybody.
But if you do, leave them alone and
Leave them alone.
set them free.
Yeah, I mean,
This
here's
is
the
what
thing.
they mean in the rom-coms when you're like, if you love someone, let them go.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, listen. At any point of abducting someone, you can just stop and let them go.
Yeah.
And the
then you've
sooner
done
you
a
do
lesser
that,
crime. Yeah.
the better.
That's true. I hope that no one is listening who would be considering it anyway. And in that case, we might not be making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know how much difference we can make because we're coming out pretty strong anti-abduction because we're virtue signaling podcast.
Yes.
And we're against abduction. We're against any kind of assault, sexual assault,
Killing
Killing
2-year-olds
killing. We're
is
against
not
killing.
abortion.
We are against all killings of anybody
Who has been born.
who has been born. So yeah, please don't do any kind of violent crimes. Thanks.
Yep. Good.
Well, please rate, review, subscribe, and tell your friends not to do violent crimes either.
That's
All right.
nice. That's nice. If we make no money for my elocution lessons, but we have more people telling each other not to abduct or kill anyone, then our work here is so we've done the Lord's work.
I just hope that somebody will finish listening to this podcast and they'll go to a friend and just be like, "Hey, please don't abduct anyone." Thanks.
Amen.
So he abducts her and takes her back to the castle, presumably.
No, just they're in a mad race on the horse, galloping along.
So he's got no plan.
In other accounts, rather than like trying to negotiate with her first, he was just overcome with desire as soon as he saw her and grabbed her onto the horse straight away. So either
Not sure
way,
which is
this
worse.
guy's an asshole. Yeah.
Is it better that it's premeditated or that it's a crime of passion?
I think it's worse either way.
Yeah, I guess it's. Wow, it turns out we did the math. They're all 100% bad.
Yeah. I think if you say like, oh, it was a crime of passion, it sort of suggests that it wasn't 100% the person's fault, but
Right.
it is. So
Fair.
yeah, it's bullshit. Anywho, so they're on the horse, and in this account that I found, it says, but the beautiful peasant was strong.
Yeah. Again, why are we throwing? Actually, okay.
Yeah, why are her looks? I mean, I guess they are pertinent to the story here.
Well, why
because-
are her looks and social status both pertinent to this description?
Well, again, because he is, in a position of power that he's, exploiting, I guess.
Hi, fair.
Because she doesn't
I
have a
fair.
horse. Because she's
That's fair. Yeah.
because she's poor.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just found that phrasing interesting.
Can we get T-shirts made that say "The beautiful peasant is strong"?
It's like a forerunner to "Nevertheless she persisted."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we should. She struggled so hard that when they passed a stream, she knocked him down with her, so they both fell off the horse. And this is from Google Translate from a French website, so it might be like the gender pronouns might be confusing, but he hoped that the water would allow him to better accomplish his crime. I don't know why water assists in sexual assault. Maybe maybe the translation was bad and it was actually she hoped that the water would help her get away from him. I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, so they're in the water. And then it says, but the young girl, who was less afraid of dying than of being unfaithful to her Lord, slipped away from her captor. So Jesus may not have his priorities right, but Solange does.
I feel like why is it she's less afraid of dying than being unfaithful? So she ran away. I mean, both things are accomplished through that one act.
Yes, that's true. I think it's basically like she was so faithful that she continued to say no even though she was scared.
Yeah, and she's like, "This is a fate worse than death."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was then in his...
Wait. No, wait. Sorry. So she was more worried about what Jesus would think than her own bodily autonomy.
Yes.
Cool.
Which is why she's a great Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, it's not a fun story. It was then that in his rage, the seducer drew his sword from its scabbard.
And killed himself?
Oh, I wish.
Just like, you know what? I've taken this too far and there's no coming back.
No, he cut off the head of the young shepherdess.
Ew.
And she suffered this martyrdom at the end of the 9th century on May the 10th. Perhaps May the 10th, 878, but it's just we don't know. But that's not the end.
No.
Legend has it that Solange then stood and peacefully extended her arms to catch her head.
I just imagine this like as a football play. Like she's like running along and catches it. She spikes it on the ground.
Yeah, God. Then the head, although separated from the rest of the body, invoked the holy name of Jesus 3 times. Now, I feel like if your head had been cut off and you had any consciousness left, you would be like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
So yeah, she caught her head, invoked the holy name of Jesus 3 times.
Sure.
And then, according to legend, decapitated, she then carried her head to the church of Saint Martin. And according to some legends, started preaching there.
Ooh.
With her head in her hands.
Okay. Wait, so, number one, how far is this church?
I think it's a couple of miles. I think it was 2 leagues.
Right. So, I mean, presumably, she freaked a lot of people out on the way there.
Yeah.
I feel like this is not, I mean...
It's a shame it was mid-May and not, like, near Halloween.
Yeah.
Then she might have disturbed fewer people.
Like, Solange always has the best costume. I don't know how she does it. She's one of those people who just really gets into Halloween. Yeah, I feel like that whatever divine power is at work here does not counteract the
priorities.
Absolute trauma of anyone who saw a young child carrying their own severed head.
It's counterproductive, I think, in spreading the gospel.
Yeah, it feels like, I mean, I would definitely be afraid of God at that point, I guess. So maybe that's how it works. But,
yeah, I think so.
I would be afraid that, if I had my head severed, which, if you're going to be murdered, is probably a good way to go because it's over quickly.
Well, not for her.
Well, no, but then that's the thing is that there is a potential that I would not get the sweet release of death. And then as a pious person, the ability to go and sit at the right hand of my Father and the
Father/lover.
Yeah, up in heaven. It's like instead, no, you have to wander the earth, a headless ghoul. And you know what? Can you pop into the church and maybe say a few words too about how great I am?
That's such a good point, actually. Like, she died because Bernard was an asshole. But she partly died, refusing to give up on Jesus. Right. And then Jesus makes her do this.
Sure.
So that's why I think Jesus doesn't come out in a very good light here either. Men, no. I think, in general, don't come out of this one well.
Sound pretty bad, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm at a loss at what lesson I'm meant to learn from this, except abducting and decapitating women who don't want my affections is bad.
Well, that is a good lesson, to be fair.
Yes.
It's an important one.
It's sadly a lesson that needs to be reiterated more often than you would hope. But, it's like, what else am I supposed to get at?
Yeah. So subsequently, I think a few hundred years later, a church was built in place of the old church that she ended up at.
Okay.
And it was named Saint Solange.
Oh.
And the village itself took on the name of Saint Solange. It's the only town in France to bear this name. And the Lord confirmed by numerous miracles the heroic virtues of his servant. And her tomb has never ceased to be honoured by the faithful of Berry, who venerate Saint Solange as their special patron.
Huh. So she's entombed. So she was entombed at the church she walked to.
Yeah. She walked to her burial place.
Yeah. So which I imagine most people were like, don't, that creepy, she stays in there.
Yeah.
We're not moving her because that was horrifying.
The Catholic Encyclopedia says the sources of the story are questionable, however. So
you don't say.
The Catholic Church thinks that this might be a bit far-fetched. Okay, because
no man would ever kill a woman.
Yeah, exactly. They don't believe women.
Yeah.
You can have other saints doing all kinds of crazy shit and they just believe it, but as soon as it's, a woman who's been victimized taking back her power, it's like, I'm not sure that happened.
They're like, wait a minute. A young child didn't want to have sex with an older man?
That
doesn't check out for us.
Oh, God. Yeah. So, do you want to hear about her relics or guess her patronage?
Let's hear about relics first.
Okay. Can you guess what her relics might be?
Her head?
Yeah. So, immediately, a cult surrounding her grew up. Many miraculous cures were attributed to her intercession. In 1281, an altar was erected in her honour at that church, and it preserved her severed head as a relic and began to be called the Church of Saint Solange. It was a habit of locals in times of great stress to form a procession through Bourges with the reliquary head before them and to invoke her against drought.
Wait. So it's not like an individual is having I'm having a really rough day. Guys, I need to get a processional going.
Yeah.
I need everybody in here?
No, I think it was like, there's a drought coming. Let's do the head festival kind of thing. So yeah, very normal.
Sure.
And Pope Alexander VII in the 17th century authorized the creation of a brotherhood of the cousins of Saint Solange, but I couldn't find out anything else about them.
It's a brotherhood of the cousins.
Yes.
Why isn't it just a cousinhood?
No, I think it's like they're called the cousins of Saint Solange and they are a brotherhood. I guess because a cousinhood isn't a thing, but it means the same thing.
You could just make it a thing. It's like,
you're a pope.
We're not as close as a brotherhood. We're just kind of more...
Yeah, it's like a brotherhood, but more acquaintances than friends. I think you would, if you were summing up our relationship, Matthew, you'd prefer to call it a cousinhood rather than a brotherhood.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, so there you go. There's more inspiration for you there. So I realised, by the way, I went back to our original template, and the relics section used to be called relics/namesakes/venerations/art. So I did a bit more sort of digging around this because the story was quite short. And Saint Solange is an example of a cephalaphore, which is from the Greek word for head carrier.
Okay.
And there are several saints who are depicted as carrying their own severed heads, which in Christian art usually is meant to signify that the subject in question had been martyred by having their head cut off.
Right.
Although obviously in this one, it's like part of the story that she actually carried it. And this is a really fun fact that I enjoyed. Handling the halo in this circumstance offers a unique challenge for the artist. Some put the halo where the head used to be. So you have a painting of a saint, there's just some shoulders and then a halo, and then they're carrying the head in their hands.
Right.
Others have the saint carrying the halo and the head together.
Right.
And then it just says some split the difference. Which
Wait,
is it highlighting their shoulders? I don't know.
Is it
or
like half...
it could be they're carrying their head where it would be, but it's in their hands.
See, that's the thing with if you're carrying your own head, right?
There's so much logistics to think about.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't think about this. You're like, so yes, they would carry their own head. Do you like carry it like cradled in your arm like a baby?
Because heads are pretty heavy.
Right, but I would think that the problem becomes that if you're carrying your head in your arm, like if you're cradling in your arm, which I actually looked this up, cephalaphore, and there's a number of them. And they seem to a lot of them be like cradling it in their arms.
Right. Yeah.
So the thing with that is, it feels like it would mess up your sense of direction and what you would see, and like it would make it difficult to walk, right?
Yeah.
Because you're used to walking with your head on your shoulders. Mm-hmm. So now your head's down here. I feel like you're bumping into things. Your center, you're all messed up. But then if you hold up your head where your head used to be, I feel like your arms are getting really tired.
I mean, I think your arms are going to get really tired whatever happens because, as I said, heads are bloody heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wonder where the split the difference bit goes. But it was interesting what you were saying about how scary you'd find that, because the early church father John Chrysostom, whatever, in the 4th century, so he was an early church father, asserted that the severed head of a martyr was more terrifying to the devil than when it was able to speak. So
why?
Clearly the fact that you would find a severed head guy so scary that you might start believing in God means that you're probably the devil.
What?
Sorry to break it to you.
No, I would, if I saw somebody walking around with a severed head who then went into a church and preached about God, I'd be like, well, I'm very afraid of God. And I believe even more so.
And that's what John Chrysostom was saying, is that, it's an effective way of spreading the word of God.
I guess so, yeah.
So, given the frequency with which relics were stolen in medieval Europe, as we heard about St. Mark and the pork last week, stories like this, in which a saint clearly indicates their chosen burial site, may have developed as a way of discouraging such acts. So, what you were saying about they were like, well, we're not moving her now, basically, is true.
But that also means that there are people who are like grave robbing relic stealers. And they're like, I was going to steal this person's bones, but it seems like they really wanted to be buried here. So, that would be disrespectful.
I will
to steal their bones now.
No, I think it's more like if I steal their head, and then the rest of them might come after me.
Oh, you think that's it?
Yeah.
Well, then the best way to deal with that is to steal the whole body and then spread all the parts out across the world.
They'll still get you in the end.
Will they?
Have you seen It Follows?
I was going to say, it seems like an It Follows situation.
Yeah. My topical references are getting more topical.
Except you don't even get to have sex with anybody. You just stole a body.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who's to say?
Aw, boo.
So yeah, that's about her relics. So do you want to guess what her patronages are?
Yes. Is she the patron saint of people minding their own goddamn business?
No, and she's not the patron saint of women just being on the internet either, even though I think she should be.
She should be the patron saint of women just trying to fucking exist in the world, and it has nothing to do with you or whatever the fuck's going on in your brain, so give it a fucking rest. Is she the saint of that?
We should write to the church and argue that should be the case, I think.
Yeah.
On our, what were the t-shirts going to say? But the young peasant was strong. That can be like the
young peasant was strong.
tagline of our campaign to get her recognised as the patron saint of women just trying to live their fucking lives.
Yeah. Was she the patron saint of poor winemakers?
No.
She's the patron saint of cheap wine? She's the patron saint of getting messed up on cheap wine.
The patron saint of Lambrini.
Yeah.
No, sadly not.
She's the patron saint of hot young ladies.
Oh.
So what is she the saint of?
So yeah, victims of sexual assault.
Okay.
Children. I feel like there's probably a lot of patron saints of children.
Yeah, that's probably true.
She's one of them.
Well, there's a lot of children, so you need a lot of saints to,
true, true. She's the patron of Bourges in France, and also of Berry in France.
Is Bourges still there?
Now you're asking. Let me Google it.
Oh, it is. It's still there.
Okay, there you go. You Googled it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and she's obviously the patron saint of the little town of Saint Solange.
Right.
Shepherds and shepherdesses, which is nice. Okay. I like that her patronage isn't confined to her gender. That's good. Yes, I was
gonna guess she was separate shepherdess.
Yeah, because you're sexist. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then I didn't really. Yeah.
Yeah, and then this is a weird one. She's also, her final two are drought relief and rain, like full rain.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, did she water the ground with her dripping blood while she was walking to the church? Is that why she's for drought relief?
This is a good point. Yeah, because it's like, or is it the whatchamacallit? She fell in a stream, right?
Yes, yeah. Could be she made a big splash.
So she fell into water. So she's the patron saint of falling water.
Oh, very nice. Rain.
Is it?
What?
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Why would she be there was no thing where she stopped drought. Was her dad a poor wine farmer because of drought?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe she fixed that somehow.
Because I mean, France isn't known as a particularly dry place.
I'm sure it has its
quite
own
temperate.
It has droughts, same as anybody else, right?
Well, yeah, but fewer problematic ones than drier places, I think. So yeah, maybe that's all because of her. Yeah. Maybe it used to be terrible. Anyway, that was Saint Solange, the patron saint of women just trying to live their lives, I think.
Just for real, yeah. Can I say that I looked up Bourges? There seems to be a very elaborate canal system in Bourges, but I can't see to what purpose.
Preventing drought, obviously.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it just seems like there's a section of the town that's just like a bunch of canals. Very weird.
Well, then maybe that's why, when they came off the horse, they landed in a stream, because there was just streams everywhere.
In order to protect the young women of Bourges, they have made canals everywhere.
Like sex moats.
Yeah, sex moats. Classic French sex moat.
This is the thing. I mean, if you don't have a moat, you're asking for it, aren't you?
Yeah, really. I mean, that's you get that in court cases all the time. It's like, well, were you surrounded by a moat? Well, it sounds like you were kind of asking for it. Which is not good.
Yeah. I feel like there is like a lot of emphasis on how pretty she was.
It's a little too much.
In a kind of victim blamey kind of way.
Mm-hmm. Is there like a festival for her?
Well, her feast day is tomorrow is the 10th of May. But I couldn't find anything about how it's celebrated now.
It seems like the kind of thing that like the city of Saint Solange would have like a fun.
I think it's just too small a place,
isn't it?
But we should make it happen. There's like Reclaim the Night marches. There should be one on May the 10th where people wear hats that make it look like they don't have a head, and they walk around in the t-shirts that say "But the young peasant was strong."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And no one's allowed to touch them without their consent. I think that'd be a good party.
Yeah. So it says that the town of Saint Solange only has 1,100 people in it.
Oh, there you go. It's kind of, you'd need everyone in the town to be there for it to be a good festival.
Yeah, I suppose so. I feel like they could get some tourists in. Okay, so sorry, I got like way off track.
Well, that's pretty much it. I think when you do the logo for this week, you shouldn't use the image that's on her Wikipedia, because I think it will give it away, because it's just her without a head.
What? Oh, okay.
There are other pictures. If you do enough digging, I could find one for you. But
I was trying to. Yeah, I actually found a fun image that looks like it's from.
Was it this recreation of her life in Barbies that I just sent you on the chat?
No. Wait, what is altered Barbie?
It's a very serious art project.
Wow, this costs $120.
Yeah. I think we should buy it.
Well, guys, if you want to invest in our Patreon, we can buy this.
What have you just sent me?
I sent you 19th century woodcut of
Yeah.
Solange,
Yeah, I would use that.
which is really nice.
She's surrounded by the animals.
Yeah, she looks. Yeah,
I think it's nice as well. Like, we should remember her. Well, that's the thing. We should remember her with her head doing what she enjoyed, which was just being nice to animals rather than as a victim. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, this is.
She was a whole person.
Yes. Aha.
I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
I was trying to be sincere. God damn it.
She, she went. We should remember her as she lived. With a head.
With a head.
Capitated. Is that a term?
Amen to
Capitated?
that.
Yeah.
I don't know when it would really apply.
This seems like it applies here. So, do you think you'd ever ask Saint Solange to intercede for you?
Yeah, I think, if I ever have a pet and they need, looking after, she'd be a good one because of her affinity with animals.
Yeah, I mean, if I was ever in charge of any sheep, I feel like I definitely want as much help as I could get.
Not if you needed help making your own wine or if your wine kept going bad. I think she'd be a bad person to ask about that.
Yeah, that's clearly not her expertise.
But you may find this very surprising, but, the number of times I've been approached, by men when I'm just minding my own business is, a lot. Just by virtue of existing as a woman,
Right. Well, as
we
being
bring it on ourselves. Yeah.
A young virginal shepherdess. As well.
Yeah, weirdly, actually, like the first time I got probably sexually harassed in public was I was wearing a school uniform, which is just like, ugh.
I feel like there's a whole class of creep that's real catnip too.
Ooh, yeah. So yeah, I think that probably most women, almost certainly, will have the kind of story where Saint Solange is relevant in her experience, I guess.
Right. I think we do need to get Saint Solange as the patron saint of just like leaving ladies alone.
Leave the ladies alone.
Hey, let's remember the 3 L's, folks. Leave ladies alone. Oh wait, alone starts with it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because like the 3 R's are reading, writing, and arithmetic, which doesn't start with an R. So I think
neither does writing.
Yeah. Okay, the 3 R's are bullshit. This is another of our beliefs.
It's like the 3 R's are reading, writing, and spelling.
Education works, kids.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for listening and
for not abducting anyone this week.
For not abducting anybody. And to all you strong peasant girls out there, you stay strong.
Yes.
And we're here for you.
And have a blessed day.
And yes. Bye everybody.
Bye.